adult family homes, when somebody needs to go into an adult family home, in most cases, not always, but in most cases, they they already got to the point where they need a higher level of care. If someone would go into an assisted living, for example, would be very appropriate for someone who still has a pretty high level of independence and functionality. Um, so they can benefit of all the activities and outings and groups and social events and happy hour and all those things that are offered in an assisted living setting. So for someone who's got the level of independence and the cognitive level is appropriate for that, assisted living would be an ideal environment. Adult family homes, uh, the way that they're set up for a higher level of care, to provide a higher level of care. And there are a lot of people that they've been living in an assisted living, for example, for a number of years, but now they got to the point where they require uh, more services, more attention, more supervision. So it kind of changes a little bit the priorities, so to speak. And maybe for a number of years, the main priority it was socializing, it was activities, and it was being involved in group and really having a lifestyle and having a social life. Well, those individuals they may get to a point in their lives where that becomes not so important any longer, and their focus becomes care. Um, if their cognitive level declines or their physical abilities decline, then they would need more services, they would need more supervision, more attention. Um, and the adult family home really is the setting that can accommodate those services all the way to one on one care, hospice care, end of life care, uh, or overall close supervision and one-on-one care throughout the day and throughout the night. And that is due to the setting of an adult family home, which is a small environment. In Washington state, most of the adult family homes, the maximum capacity is 6 residents. Uh, 2, 3 years ago in Olympia, there was a law that passed which allow adult family homes to go up to 8 residents, but the majority still have a maximum of 6 residents. So it's a small environment. It's easy to navigate. There are no hallways. There is no elevator that needs to be taken in order to get to the dining area 3 times a day, every day. And so it's much easier to navigate. Everything is a few steps away. Most of the adult family homes by far are owned and operated by a family. In many cases, the family lives on the premises and they are the primary caretakers. They do hire 1 or 2 caregivers to help uh, with the services, and especially during the daytime when most of the tasks are performed, like medication administration and showers and activities and breakfast, lunch, and dinner and cooking and laundry and housekeeping and all that stuff. Uh, that's during the day. So that's where most of the staffing uh, takes place. So is the husband and wife who are the primary caretakers. They hire 1 or 2 caregivers on top of that. So all of a sudden you have a staff to resident ratio of 1 caregiver per 2, maximum 3 residents. And really there's no other setting out there. There's no assisted living that can offer such a uh, staff to resident ratio. So By having this type of staffing and small environment and the way they are set up to uh, accommodate, again, one-on-one care, close supervision throughout the day, throughout the night, through hospice and end of life care. In many cases, adult family home becomes the ideal environment for the individuals who require that level of care and attention and supervision.